Are the cereals in the grocery aisle as wholesome and nutritious as their ads in the front of the boxes suggest?
I've got diabetes,
sleep apnea,
high blood pressure.
I get dizzy when I get up.
Small wonder the industry's hungry to win you over. South of the border, the first meal of the day is a $42 billion business and growing.
We have built a cheap food model, and that's the one we're dealing with right now.
It's so hard to combat against what the TV's telling you about your kids.
Prepared breakfast cereals are digested into glucose literally in an instant in the digestive tract. You can eat a bowl of cornflakes with no added sugar, or you could eat a bowl of sugar with no added cornflakes. They might taste different, but below the neck, they're metabolically the same thing.
Hey, listen up, everybody.
King,
Churro.
So, the definition of breakfast is when you're breaking the fast. The fast that you started when you went to bed and you weren't eating anything. So now you wake up in the morning, right? You haven't eaten anything for X amount of hours, and you gotta have breakfast or break fast.
So, you're Beechnut in the late 1800s. You're a food packing company that makes everything from peanut butter to mustard to chewing gum. And chewing gum is fine for some chump change. But what really brings in the money is bacon. Yes, you are America's #1 producer of that sizzling, fat-streaked breakfast staple. And people love you for it. At least, until the industrial age began, where the beloved breakfast of bacon and eggs started to fall out of favor. See, the whole reason why people ate bacon and eggs in the first place was because everyone lived on farms, and that's all you had to eat on farms. Fresh meat wasn't always available, but eggs were always available first thing in the morning, and bacon was always available too, because it was cured. And this bacon and egg combo was the go-to breakfast for centuries. But now, with the dawn of the industrial age, people were abandoning their active lifestyles on farms and moving to the city, where they took up office jobs and sat for hours. And according to these workers, your bacon, which they were still eating every morning, was giving them major indigestion. And they didn't even have time to cook bacon every morning. This major lifestyle change caused your bacon sales to plummet. That's right, the one food product that was holding up your company was slipping out of your greasy, money-hungry hands. And this was really not good. So, what did you do? You picked up the phone and called a man named Edward Bernays, the man known as the father of propaganda. Bernays was a master of mass psychology, and he had built up a reputation as the man to go to when you needed to change public behavior. And you gave Bernays a daunting task: concoct a propaganda campaign that would put bacon and eggs back onto the American breakfast table for good. Your company depended on it. Your life depended on it. Because, think about it, breakfast is the most lucrative meal of the day. Americans already love their meat and potatoes for lunch and dinner. There's no more room to make money off of lunch and dinner. But breakfast? You could definitely convince those mindless ants to eat mountains of bacon if you really wanted to.
Bacon, and you're interested in your health, as 4,000 doctors say that you better eat bacon, you'll do it.
Bacon and eggs and buttered toast. There's nothing like a good, healthy breakfast to start the day off right. And a meal like this should satisfy anyone. He'll have to learn that food has a lot to do with the way you look and the way you feel.
But little did you know, at the same time, someone else was concocting his own breakfast propaganda campaign. But this man didn't want to push a super heavy breakfast like you did. No, this man wanted to push a light, easy to digest breakfast made of cereal. And his name? It was John H. Kellogg, founder of Kellogg's cereal.
John, by the time he was 16, was writing and putting out literature for the church. He would go on to share some of the most bizarre beliefs that the church had, including the idea that masturbation and sex were off limits.
Excuse me, Ricky.
To stave off these sins of the flesh, you should never eat meat because meat increases sexual desire. Well, this is what eventually led to cornflakes. That's right, cornflakes were created by Seventh-day Adventists to curb sexual desires.
And so it began. An epic battle for the most lucrative meal of the day. And the casualty of this war was your health and stomach.
So this is what I'm doing to break my fast today. I've got a leftover chicken parm. Huge chicken titty. There it is up there. It's still, cold. It's got the breading on it. It's got the cheese. It's got ricotta cheese on the inside. And then, in here, I've got some leftover pasta. So last night, I told my wife, you know what? Go grab yourself something to eat on the way home. I'll eat leftovers. And I really truly believe that we should be eating our leftovers because, like right now, I'm not working. So it'd be best for me to kind of, do the right thing, eat leftovers, not spend too much money, and so on and so forth. Now, this is what I plan on doing. With this pasta, I'm going to mix it with some ricotta cheese, sauce, and some of that cheese. Mix it all up. And then I'm going to cut this up right here. Cut it, probably dice it up. And then I'm going to just mix it all together into one bowl. And that's going to be my breakfast. That's how I'm going to break my fast. Here you go. So I got my chef's wok, my chef's pan, and my olive oil in the pan at a medium to high heat. Alright, then I got the chicken titty chopped up. Well, not really chopped up the way I wanted to, but it's fine. Put it in the olive oil to crispy up a little bit. Alright, then I have to stir the pasta in. Alright, so I'm sure I don't have to explain this, but we're going to go ahead and mix the sauce in. So now I got pasta and chicken and sauce. And then we're going to take the ricotta cheese. We're going to scoop some ricotta in there and mix it around. Alright, so that's what it looks like. The ricotta cheese. It actually brings some of the herbs that were already in it. You can see it more. You can see there. You can see this seasons up a little bit more. But I already know that I'm going to need it. So I'm going to add some sea salt to this. And we're going to add a little black pepper to it. Alright. And we're going to add some garlic powder to this. If you know me, know how I cook, I love to use garlic powder. And one last thing I want to add in here. I don't necessarily think it needs it, but we are going to do Italian seasoning. And this usually has oregano, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, and sage. So, just add a little more to the herbal. Some of y'all might be thinking, you want herbal? Why don't you just do some cannabis? And here's the thing. If I wanted to be high all day, maybe. But I got shit to do, girl. I don't need to be out here high all day and shit. But if I really needed it, if I really wanted it, I've got cannabis oil right here. I'm gonna give this a little stir, yes sir. Alright, we're going to top it off with this 6-blend cheese, mozzarella, provolone, Fontina, Asiago, what else? Parmigiano Romano cheeses, right? Here we go. Right away you can get that flavor. Oh my God. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, it's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day, because tomorrow's never promised. Peace out, y'all.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
Churro breakfast. No eggs or fatty meats. Instead, eat grains and fiber that actually lower cholesterol.
It's nice. It tastes good.
But it is killing you.